I grew up bullied because I was feminine.
I've always had to understand why the boys in kindergarten have to mock me for being soft-spoken or being feminine, or why my peers or a lot of men in the streets would unabashedly yell their bayot at me. And I've always even have to understand kung bakit kailangan kong umalis nung bata pa ako sa bahay namin because hindi ako ma-accept ng family ko.
I was having an imposterous na parang facade to everyone na I'm like this, I'm feminine, but I was straight. So, parang tinatago ko lang yung sarili ko at that time.
I always owe it to myself to become my person or my childhood self has always dreamed of. That an empowered queer kid who's never afraid to fight for their own fairy tale so that she gets to live the life she deserves.
A person's identity is actually something in the person, a resource in the person that deserves to be validated. So if in moments of triumph, such as commencement rites, when you succeed after several years of actually studying as an Iskolar ng Bayan, it is important to be yourself, to be you, the authentic you.
I was really happy when I got into UP Cebu, UP in general, kasi I heard that UP was a culture and gender sensitive, and they would respect people who come from different families, different environments.
Kaya ngayon, nung nandito na ako sa UP, sinabi ko talaga sa sarili ko na kailangan kong magpakatotoo sa sarili ko, dahil kung hindi ako magpapakatotoo, wala akong mararating o hindi ko ma-fulfill yung mga pangarap ko nung bata ako.
Sinasabihin ako dati, wag daw ako mag-dress girly, wag daw ako mag-dress pambabae. And it's like, ano ba talaga yung meaning ng pambabae? Ano ba yung meaning ng girly? Siguro pag nakita nila akong naka-pink, parang akala nila very bold na yun. Pero pagdating sa UP, may mga mas, of course, daring, unconventional na fashion choices. Yung clothing in itself, it's just, clothes, it's just fabric together. Pero pag nilagyan mo na yung personal meaning mo behind it, it really elevates yung clothing. So it becomes more than a garment, a vehicle of your identity na rin for these significant events.
I have this design in my mind 2 years prior to graduating. I wanted to use materials or fabrics that you don't necessarily use in menswear. Wala namang sinabi ang dress codes na dapat itong material lang pwede mong gamitin for the barong. Itong material lang pwede mong gamitin for your dress. So, doon ako nag-explore with the materials. Wala nang sinabi na itong silhouette lang pwede mong suotin.
Ayun, nakita ko yung graduation barong niya na siya yung gumawa. So, naisip ko, sa graduation ko, sa kanya ako magpapatahi. Isang side lang yung sleeve niya. And then, may flowy-flowy na effect. Ayan. And para continuous yung effect ng dress. And then, gusto ko may ruffles siya para maganda yung effect niya pag naglalakad. And then, dancers kasi kami. So, gusto ko may movement yung dress ko. And na-embody rin yung advocacies ko. Kaya merong mga kefie sa ruffles.
It is important even in important occasions, especially important occasions such as commencement rites, that we celebrate not only the success of our students, but also their freedom to express themselves in their gender identity. We had this as early as 2013. Bayan, the Sola, who is able to walk the stage, be recognized as a successful graduate, and being allowed to dress according to her gender identity.
since UP is of course a national university, it has a lot of influence, it has a lot of reach. Hopefully, parang it becomes a stepping stone for other institutions and schools to follow suit and to see that, these clothing items, they don't take away from who you are. So you should be able to wear what you want and not restrict, how students express themselves.
We in UP are actually undaunted. And if that means we have to fight discrimination, even if we are red tagged, even if we are mocked, we just trudge on because we know what is correct, because we know what is right, what is true. And this is something that is worth fighting for.
Maglakad ka pa lang sa sunken garden, kita mo na ang iba-ibang personalities ng mga tao through how they dress, how they present themselves. And I think sa graduation ko, sa 4 years na binuno ko sa UP, parang deserve ko naman na ipakita yung personality and advocacies ko through what I wear.
I would like to believe that UP is ahead of even national policies because UP has always been espousing liberal education, even if it is actually a legacy of the US colonial rule. UP has moved beyond that identity to actually critiquing and doing self-critiquing of its origins, its legacies, and what it does, how education should be. And in that sense, living what is actually right and just for people, regardless of where they are in the gender cloud, is among those. That is why it is worth celebrating.
I do think it's so important na for the people who do have those live names na ma-recognize yon on these special events because, if hindi na-recognize, parang dinedeny ka rin a part of your identity and that's not something that anybody should experience. So,
Pag sila, tinatanong ko naman din yung student kung ano yung preferred na pagtawag ko sa kanila. If meron po silang live name, yun yung pong tinatawag ko sa kanila.
Our instructors are very welcoming in terms of our live names. And even in my political science teacher, she always mentioned my drag name, and it's very kind of her to say that.
it's really important na makilala ka how you see yourself, not, how you ma-recognize ka for who you really want to be and for who you really think you are.
I think it's really important na makita natin sa environment natin na tanggap tayo.
I understand why there are guidelines for the UP graduation attire because it's a formal event. And in every formal event, lagit-laging may dress code yan. I don't think personally that it is limiting because UP respects your gender identity, your expressions then as a graduate. So if you identify as a female, you can wear the dress or a barong, as long as you follow the guidelines na mostly concerned lang naman about the color and the length of the dress.
We no longer use, the term, for men, barong, for women, dress. It's not like that anymore. So there are more general guidelines. So, for example, it might say if you're gonna wear, an e-crew top, you have to wear black pants, but nowhere does it say that you have to be a man to do it or you have to be a woman to do it. So I think it's becoming more gender neutral in that way.
Tayo manamit, how we present ourselves, it can be a form of resistance then. It can send a message kahit gaano kaonte o karami yung audience mo. It can inspire other people, it can send a message, and it can be a form of resistance sa mga norms na imposed upon us na maaring ma-feel nakaka-restrict sa atin or nakaka-oppress sa atin.
As long as you are able to provide an alternative interpretation of the guidelines, that's where it gets exciting. Kasi gusto mong sumunod pa rin, pero gusto ko rin maipakita kung sino ako.
not be hidden in smoke screens and masks, but to be the authentic person that you are. Only then can your success really mean so much, because not only is your success celebrated by everybody, but your success as appended to your identity, who you are both celebrated. It is an affirmation of yourself, of what you are and who you have become, and what you will be in the future of your life and the country in itself.